8:50, everybody, and our next guest dared to ask, what if Harry Potter went to an HBCU? He created a short film, actually, based on the concept, and it went viral. Take a look.
I don't know how.
Oh, yes you do, T-Bray.
Gonna be all right.
And now, the story is being told in his debut novel, Blood at the Root, which was released just 10 days ago. And get this, it's already become an instant New York Times bestseller. Oh my gosh. Author LaDarrion Williams is sharing his story with us this morning. Hi there.
Hi. What's going on?
Hello.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Talk about lightning speed.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a wild 10 days.
Oh my gosh, first novel, mind-blowing, New York Times bestseller. I mean, we have to brag about you a little bit. Okay, 'cause listen to this. BuzzFeed said it's a fresh take on a familiar young adult fantasy tropes. Publishers Weekly calls it a high-intensity celebration of Black culture, history, and power. Kirkus Reviews calls it a well-thought-out magical world that provocatively centers Black experiences.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, how are you feeling? This is your first novel.
Everything is wild right now. Like, I'm still trying to process everything, but I feel really great because I've been working for this for 4 years on this entire idea, from short film, the little short film that I always call it, to, like, you know, a New York Times bestselling novel. So I feel great. I feel relieved, and
I'm sure.
it's one of those things I told you, I knew it was going to be successful.
There you go. You know, you kind of manifested your own reality here, right?
Definitely.
And this is your first book. So let's talk a little bit about it, the inspiration behind it, and the process that took you to get to this very point.
Yeah, you know, when I was in high school, I grew up during a YA boom of, like, just Twilight and Divergent and Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. But I really wanted to write a story from the perspective of a young Black boy, especially from Helena, Alabama, which is my hometown. And he has magic, and he gets accepted into this magical college, and he must go there to learn about his ancestral magic. And so I really wanted to write it from that perspective, and because I didn't really see a lot of young Black boys in YA fantasy as the main character. So I went to a bookstore and I didn't see it, and then I was like, well, I gotta write it. So I locked myself in my apartment for 12 days straight and wrote the first draft.
12 days?
Yeah,
12
12
my
days.
God.
Wow.
Can we quickly put
12
up
days.
Can we put up the full screen that we have of the dedication in your book?
Of course.
Because you just talked about. Can you read that for us? This is your dedication.
Of course, yeah. So this is dedicated to the 17-year-old Black boy who the world told he doesn't have magic. Let me let you in on a little secret. You do.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so that's the dedication.
It's
Look at that.
And then it is in your blood. It is nestled deep in your bones. It is in the very soil you walk on that's been blessed by the sweat and tears of your ancestors. Walk in it with pride. Yeah.
That is so moving. But that's just it. Like, this story is also inspirational.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yeah. I think it's just going to showcase to a lot of kids that, I know sometimes books can be seen as boring, but no, if you put in magic and history and, culture and food and even sometimes pop culture, like, they can really gravitate towards it and also, want to read more. So that's why we want to, I think that's why the young adult fantasy and the entire genre is just great in itself.
Here's what's amazing about you. You wrote the book in 12 days, right? It's already a New York Times bestseller.
Yeah.
And you created a short film to go along with it. All at the same time, all at lightning speed. How is your brain working?
He's a wizard.
Yeah.
It's literally, like, it's magic.
Really?
It's magic the way we did it. I come from the, the indie filmmaking and the theater space. So me and my friends, we, in the middle of the pandemic, we just went out, in LA and just shot a little short film. I didn't think it was gonna span to this, but but then again, I did. I just, it just took a long time to get to this point, but I definitely knew.
You're doing it. You're doing it.
Quickly tell us about the storyline then.
Yeah, Blood at the Root is a young adult contemporary fantasy. It's about a Black kid named Malik Barron who gets accepted into a magical HBCU called Cam University, and he must go there to learn about his ancestral magic, meet new friends. But apparently his mom went there and she mysteriously disappeared, so now he has to investigate some professors and other students because, they may or may not have something to do with her mysterious disappearance.
Oh, and that's just part one.
That's part one.
Because
so
it's a 3-book deal.
It's a 3-book deal. It's a part of a trilogy. Yes.
Look at you.
Yes. I'm currently working on book 2 right now. It's due probably in the next couple of weeks, but
Lock yourself back in that room.
10 days.
Give yourself the 12 days.
Definitely, definitely.
Oh my gosh. I mean, are you seeing that eventually this is going to become, you know, the next Harry Potter? I mean, that maybe big films.
We're working on a TV adaptation, so we're definitely, I can't say too much, but we're definitely working on something. So to come from a short film to a book now to go back to the TV and film space is definitely
Congratulations.
full circle. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
Keep
you
us, don't forget about us, okay?
No problem.
Okay,
Thank
so
you for having me.
When the film is in the works, come on back and talk about each book. Come on back.
Definitely.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
We're
Thank
so
you.
incredibly proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, good stuff.
Thank you.
His debut novel, Blood at the Root, available everywhere books are sold. You're going to want to get your hands on it. It's already a New York Times bestseller.
Yeah, I got to get my daughters reading this because this is the type of book that makes them want to read and keep on reading.
Right.